Hello fellow cyborgs, today I want to talk to you about some underloved booktubers. So here is my list of some of the booktubers that I'm subscribed to who definitely have under 1,000 subscribers, if not under 500, if not under 200. So if you could check them out, they would be really appreciative, I would be really appreciative, and they really deserve to be seen by more people. And I know that you guys are some of the loveliest subscribers anyone could hope to have, and you would probably love to see more lovely people in your subscription feed as well. Okay, so let's get started. Would you like to find a booktuber who actually reads fairy tales cover to cover and doesn't just keep hauling editions of their collections? Someone who is studying English and reads not only YA but also a lot of interesting adult fiction, tiptoes into fantasy and also into regular fiction? And how about someone with a nice accent? Well, how about you try Malval from A Blackbird's Books? Malval, if I keep saying your name incorrectly, I'm so sorry. At time of filming, you haven't corrected me, so I dearly apologize. I'm trying my best. Malval lives in the Netherlands and is studying English literature. She's pretty new. I think she's had her channel for less than 4 months. She may have started at the new year. I can't quite remember, but she's a baby booktuber, and I really love her videos. She's recently started a series called Screening the Novel, where she compares a book to a movie, but I think she does it in a really original way because, you know, we've seen those sorts of videos before, but I really liked what she did. Also, I'm not kidding. She's read Angela Carter's Book of Fairy Tales and Philip Pullman's Grimm Tales all the way through and has talked about them. Like, you go girl. I have so many fairy tale collections that are just sitting there because they're pretty, and that's what they do. If this sounds like your cup of tea, please check out Malval from A Blackbird's Books. Are you interested in mental illness and reading books about mental illness? Do you like books that have darker topics and don't shy away from the darkness found in the world? And do you want to find a booktuber who has real relationships with independent publishers and tells you about all sorts of publishing companies that you've never even heard of? Then you need to check out Acacia Ives. Acacia Ives is becoming one of my friends that I've found through BookTube. We exchange emails weekly, if not daily. She's such a sweetheart. She's so candid about her struggles with dissociative identity disorder, and she really makes that a priority on her channel because she wants the stigma of mental illness to go away, and she's constantly reading books that center around mental illness because she wants to promote authors who know how to write about it without getting it wrong or making it ridiculous just to sell. She's also really great about contacting publishers for books for review, actually reviewing them and actually talking about them. And she contacts so many different publishers, Canadian, American, UK. Have you contacted any Australian publishers yet, Acacia? Not sure, but she really does a good job of keeping in touch with that aspect of the bookish community. So if you want any of those things that I've recently talked about, please check out Acacia Ives. Are you looking for a booktuber who has a calmer personality, who's more soft-spoken and is really earnest in her videos, and then also does finger puppet Shakespeare productions? Then you need to go watch Clara from Books and Questions. I'm pretty sure her name's Clara. I couldn't quite find it, I'm sorry. So correct me if I'm incorrect. I'm just going to keep calling you Clara in this video though, so I hope you don't mind. So Clara is living in Europe right now. I think maybe the Netherlands, Denmark, something like that. But she's American. I recently watched her reading lives, her early childhood reading, and apparently she was homeschooled, and she and her family would read books aloud to one another while they did the chores at home. So she read Moby Dick when she was 11. She sounds so cool and really well read. Also, I've watched, The Much Ado About Nothing, Finger Puppet Shakespeare, and I need to watch all of that backlist because, oh my goodness, those little finger puppets are the cutest things I've ever seen. And also, your synopsis of the plays, on point. So if this sounds like anything that would entertain you or make you feel relaxed and lovely, then please go check out Books and Questions. Are you in the mood for a more sassy, snarky, critical booktuber whose reviews actually tell you things about the book and don't let authors get away with murder? Well, so to speak. Are you also looking for someone who's a writer and talks about writing advice and the writing process? And someone who's also a huge geek, then you need to check out Julian Greystoke. Emily is a published author. She has a Kindle book out called Phoenix. I've downloaded the sample, haven't gotten to it yet, but hopefully I will soon. Emily's got a ton of backlisted reviews of children's and YA fiction, really in-depth, thoughtful reviews from an author's perspective as well. So she talks about all sorts of things. She doesn't gloss over anything. She gets really in-depth about it, and you really get to hear a great discussion. She's also done a lot of funny tag videos and done a bunch of vlogs about writing and author advice and things like that. So if any of those sorts of videos sound like something you'd be interested in, please go check out Emily. Are you looking for a dynamic, hardworking duo that balances a blog and a YouTube channel? A duo that reads the likes of YA to horror and in between, and hosts really thoughtful discussions on topics like where is YA for boys and the hierarchy of the genres? Then you need to check out the YouTube channel Michaela Rashilla and Gretchen and Michaela, who live there. Gretchen and Michaela are a duo who post videos 5 days a week, I think. They've got so many different segments betwixt the books, from the notebook. I don't even know them all. There are so many videos I haven't been able to catch up, but they post really thoughtful, really interesting videos, and they put so much work into their channel, and they have something like 60 subscribers. They deserve more. I'm currently, at time of filming, who knows when this will be going up, reading A Tale for the Time Being with them, and I'm having a really lovely time. So if any of that sounds like your cup of tea, then you need to check out Michaela and Gretchen. Are you looking for a booktuber with a really independent, fresh idea about book buying, i.e. only buying what you've read and loved? Are you looking for someone who's snarky and funny and really intelligent? Then you need to check out Paige from Pages and Pages. She's a pretty new booktuber, has been trying a whole bunch of different things on her channel to see where her niche is. She's a goofball and is proud of it and is really, really well read, like Dante's Inferno, Purgatory, and Paradise well read. You know what I'm talking about? She's also read like the Abhorsen series, which is the best thing, and Go You Page. And like I said, she's got this really interesting video on how she buys books, or more importantly, how she doesn't buy books, like most of us do. So if you want a refreshing take on how to booktube, go check out Paige. Are you looking for another soft-spoken booktuber who reads a lot of literary fiction, but also has a not-so-secret adoration, obsession for Sailor Moon, and also just finished 1Q84 by Haruki Murakami, then you need to go see Taylor at T Reeds. As I say, Taylor is a more soft-spoken, she's got calmer videos. I know that I'm not really going to be shouted at in any of her videos, unlike I do to you guys. As I say, she's obsessed with Sailor Moon, which I think is just adorable, and she's proud of it, and she reads a whole variety of very literary sorts of books. I'm always interested to see what she's picked up next on her channel and eager to see how her channel develops. She's also a library page, so if that's a flavor and you want to learn more about that, you should definitely go check out Taylor at T Reeds. Are you looking for a quiet, intelligent booktuber who knows her mind and will tell you about it? Then you need to check out Hilary from Your Robot Friend. Hilary reads a whole schmackering of books. She just did an interesting review of Giovanni's Room. Okay, now it's on my radar. She's also trying to get into Margaret Atwood and recently read a couple books from her. She's also currently reading A Tale for the Time Being with me, and I'm having so much fun getting to know her. So she's definitely a booktuber that's doing things a little bit differently that you should probably check out if you hadn't already. So go find Hilary at Your Robot Friend. Are you looking for a booktuber who's sincere and soft-spoken, really honest, and has had a tough time of things, and totally completed the 0x16 challenge last year? Then you need to go look at Sophie from Portal in the Pages. Sophie is a brand new subscriber to my channel, and as I was scrolling my new subscribers, I saw that she had 450 people, which means someone to be discovered, and I have been binge watching like all of her videos, trying not to comment so she won't get creeped out, but I am so loving her channel. She reads darker fiction, literary fiction, she knows her own mind and is like, this shouldn't have been a Man Booker, or oh my gosh, this should have won the Man Booker. And she's just really lovely to watch. I'm really interested to see how her 2016 progresses, as I've just finished creeping on her 2015. Her success at the 0x16 has inspired me to make some lifestyle changes, which you will be hearing about in the future. So if this sounds like your cup of tea, then you need to check out Sophie from Portal in the Pages. Are you looking for someone who is a sincere commenter, who doesn't expect anything in return, but always sends lovely thoughts your way, a brand new booktuber, and someone who is an avid blogger and knows all sorts of things about books? Then you need to check out Liz from Now Voyaging. Liz is a really lovely person who's been commenting on my videos for quite a while. She's always really kind and thoughtful when she does so, and she's definitely one of my subscribers who I recognize and will immediately comment back because she deserves my attention, because she gives her attention to me. And she recently started a booktube channel, of which I was so excited. I immediately subscribed because I was like, this awesome person who's so thoughtful in my videos must have thoughtful videos herself, and I need to support that. You know, I don't know where her channel is going to go from here, but I'm certainly excited to see and to travel that with her. I recently, maybe last month, I don't know when this video is going up, participated in her Beyond the Cover blogathon where I talked about The Ghost and Mrs. Muir. That was orchestrated by Liz, so she's certainly got some interesting ideas in her noggin and some interesting reading and movie watching tastes. So if any of that sounds exciting to you, then you need to check out Liz at Now Voyaging. Are you looking for a booktuber who reads not only both YA and adult fiction, but also unashamedly reads romance fiction, someone who's fun and happens to be redheaded? Then you need to check out Denise Marine. I love that Denise is so unapologetic about her love of romance novels and her love of romance in novels. You recently saw, I'm sure, Where to Start with Romance Novels and saw my opinions on this, so I was just so thrilled to find another booktuber who has similar opinions to me. She's not all about the romance though. She also does some really fun Top 5 Wednesday videos and talks about all sorts of things. So if this sounds like someone whose attitude might be more in line with yours, then please go check out Denise Marine. Now, are you here on my channel hoping that I'm going to read more genre fiction? Are you looking for a booktuber who reads more genre fiction and is upbeat and energetic and really thoughtful in all of her videos? Then you need to go find Frankie at Frankie Reeds. She's a pretty brand new booktuber and she loves the fantasy and reads it all day long. And she makes tons of review videos, series review videos even, where she talks really thoughtfully and intelligently about the book she's reading. She's also done a really fun video about her bookish candles that I'm totally gonna rip off of Frankie. I hope you don't mind. I will give you the proper shout out at the time. Whenever I next want to delve into the fantasy genre and get back to my roots there, that I will be going to Frankie for some recommendations. So if you want to tiptoe into or plunge into the fantasy genre, go check out Frankie from Frankie Reeds. Okay, so there were all of my booktuber recommendations, my baby booktuber, unloved booktuber recommendations. I hope you check these people out. They really deserve a bigger audience than they're getting, and they're really doing some wonderful things here for the booktube community. Please let me know in the comments down below if you have any other booktuber recommendations for me. I would love to hear them, as I always love binge watching backlists of new people that I have found. Please let me know if you check out any of these booktubers, because I would love to know that I am paying it forward, so to speak. Thank you for watching. Until next time, go find some booktubers you hadn't known before and continue to be lovely.